News surrounding Patrick Mahomes has sent shockwaves through the NFL community. What appeared to be another routine media cycle turned into one of the most unexpected revelations of his career. The face of the Kansas City Chiefs, the man who redefined modern quarterback play, is reportedly at a crossroads that could reshape his future in ways few anticipated. Behind the scenes, discussions between Mahomes, his representatives, and Chiefs management have taken a serious turn. Sources suggest that decisions being made now could influence not just his personal legacy, but the direction of the franchise itself. With his career already marked by extraordinary success, this moment represents a rare point of uncertainty. Fans, analysts, and insiders are all asking the same question. What exactly lies ahead for the league's brightest star? The revelation comes at a critical time for the organization, adding a layer of drama that could alter both Mahomes' path and the future of Kansas City's football dynasty. Patrick Mahomes' journey has been one of relentless dominance and precision. Since taking over as the Chiefs' starting quarterback, he has transformed the team into a consistent powerhouse. His ability to adapt, improvise, and deliver under pressure has made him the cornerstone of Kansas City's modern era of success. From thrilling comebacks to Super Bowl triumphs, Mahomes became the embodiment of leadership and competitiveness. But greatness comes with weight. Every season brings higher expectations, sharper criticism, and new challenges that test endurance and commitment. As he enters a defining phase of his career, Mahomes faces questions that go beyond football: how to sustain greatness, protect his health, and balance professional ambition with personal fulfillment. His decisions now could shape not only his own narrative, but also influence how the Chiefs rebuild and evolve around him. The league's most electrifying player stands on the threshold of change, and the choices made in this period will determine how long his dominance truly lasts. Behind every highlight reel and championship moment lies immense pressure. For Patrick Mahomes, the burden of expectation has grown with each passing season. Every game he plays carries the weight of a franchise, a fanbase, and a league eager for its next icon. While his performances often appear effortless, insiders reveal that the mental and physical demands have intensified significantly. Endless preparation, constant media scrutiny, and the responsibility of leadership have created a relentless cycle of expectation. The Chiefs' reliance on Mahomes has also deepened, making his presence indispensable but his margin for error smaller than ever. Off the field, sponsorships, appearances, and business ventures add to his responsibilities. Privately, maintaining balance amid such chaos has become increasingly difficult. As reports of behind-the-scenes discussions surface, questions arise about whether Mahomes may be seeking a recalibration of his role due to failure, but to preserve longevity. His commitment remains unwavering, but the realities of sustaining excellence are beginning to demand critical reflection. Inside the Chiefs organization, conversations about Mahomes' long-term future have reportedly become more complex. The front office is aware that the franchise's identity is built around him, yet sustainability has become a growing concern. Contract structures, roster investments, and future planning all depend on how the team manages Mahomes' prime years. Executives have quietly begun assessing strategies that balance his workload with the team's evolving needs. Sources close to the situation describe ongoing dialogue aimed at aligning organizational direction with Mahomes' personal goals. There is mutual respect, but also tension, the natural friction that occurs when the best player in the world seeks to protect both legacy and health. The Chiefs' success has been built on Mahomes' brilliance, yet maintaining that brilliance requires adaptation. Whether it's adjusting offensive systems or recalibrating expectations, Kansas City faces decisions that could redefine its dynasty's next chapter. The question no one dares to ask aloud: how long can this golden era realistically last? The NFL has entered an era where elite quarterbacks hold unprecedented influence. Patrick Mahomes' rise coincided with this transformation, where player empowerment and strategic leverage have become defining forces. Across the league, top quarterbacks shape rosters, influence play calling, and even impact coaching decisions. Mahomes' situation now reflects this broader trend, a moment where personal and organizational priorities intersect. Other teams are watching closely, knowing that whatever decision emerges in Kansas City could set a precedent for future franchise negotiations. The balance between loyalty, performance, and longevity has never been more delicate. The Chiefs' management understands that retaining Mahomes' trust is as vital as maintaining his contract. In a league driven by ambition and competition, small misunderstandings can grow into defining fractures. The current uncertainty surrounding Mahomes highlights how success, no matter how dominant, always carries hidden complexity. His next move will not only shape the Chiefs' immediate future, but could influence how other organizations manage their own superstars moving forward. While Mahomes' creativity and resilience on the field have often seemed superhuman, the physical toll of his playing style has been significant. Over recent seasons, he has battled through injuries that would sideline most athletes. His ability to play through pain has earned admiration, but also concern. Each hit, sprint, and off-balance throw adds invisible strain to a body that has already endured years of punishment. Medical staff have reportedly emphasized long-term preservation, encouraging adjustments to his mechanics and workload. Mahomes, known for his competitive fire, has often resisted rest, viewing every challenge as a test of resolve. Yet, behind the scenes, those closest to him understand the risks. Longevity in the NFL demands adaptation, even for the most gifted players. The current discussions surrounding his future may stem partly from this awareness. Protecting Mahomes from overexertion could be as crucial as designing the next game-winning play. The body that built a dynasty must now be managed with strategy as precise as any pass he's ever thrown. Beyond strategy and performance, Mahomes' situation carries a deeply human dimension. For years, he has given everything to the game emotionally, mentally, and physically. The spotlight, while glorious, can be isolating. Sources close to Mahomes describe moments of reflection where he has contemplated the meaning of legacy and fulfillment beyond championships. The demands of fame have made privacy rare and expectations constant. Balancing personal life, family, and the never-ending grind of professional football has become increasingly challenging. Those who know him best say this current moment feels different, less about contracts and more about alignment with purpose. Mahomes understands that every decision from this point forward will shape how he is remembered, both as an athlete and as a man. The possibility of recalibrating his path is not a sign of decline, but of awareness. It reflects the evolution of a leader who understands that true greatness extends beyond trophies, requiring both clarity and courage to protect what matters most. The revelation about Mahomes' future has ignited reactions across the league. Players, coaches, and analysts are all weighing in, each with their interpretation of what this means. Rival teams sense potential shifts in the Chiefs' dominance, while fans express mixed emotions, concern for their star, yet respect for his possible reassessment. Commentators draw comparisons to other NFL legends who faced similar crossroads late in their careers. Some believe Mahomes may be exploring ways to redefine his workload, while others speculate about broader ambitions beyond football. Regardless of interpretation, one fact is clear: his decisions hold power beyond Kansas City. The league's competitive balance often shifts around figures like Mahomes, whose leadership transcends the field. As speculation intensifies, the Chiefs remain composed publicly but vigilant internally. Every word, every statement, is carefully measured. This is more than a football storyline, it is the evolution of a generational figure confronting the realities of success, sustainability, and self-awareness in a demanding sport. Insiders describe a recent pivotal meeting as the moment everything changed. What began as a routine conversation reportedly evolved into a defining dialogue about the future direction of both Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs organization. The discussions were candid and comprehensive, covering everything from health management to legacy planning. Mahomes' representatives emphasized long-term sustainability, while team officials focused on competitive continuity. The tone was respectful but serious, a recognition that the next phase must be carefully structured. Those present left with an understanding that Mahomes' career could enter a new chapter, one built on balance and longevity rather than constant intensity. It marked the beginning of a shift from reaction to reflection, signaling maturity from both sides. The Chiefs' dynasty, forged through relentless pursuit, now faces its greatest test, evolving without losing its identity. This turning point could either strengthen their partnership or redefine it entirely. Whatever outcome follows, the meeting confirmed that the future of Kansas City football is being reshaped quietly but decisively. Patrick Mahomes stands at a defining crossroads, not one of uncertainty, but of choice. His career has already reached heights few athletes ever imagine, yet the path forward requires deliberate recalibration. The conversation is no longer about what he can achieve, but how he wishes to sustain it. For Mahomes, this moment symbolizes maturity, foresight, and leadership beyond the field. The Chiefs' response will determine whether this partnership continues to thrive under a renewed vision. What happens next could redefine the modern concept of franchise loyalty and player empowerment. Mahomes' influence on the game will persist regardless of outcome, but his next move could set a new standard for what greatness looks like in its evolution. As the league watches closely, one truth stands above the speculation: Patrick Mahomes has never been defined by uncertainty, only by the courage to lead through it. Whatever decision emerges, it will mark the beginning of a new era for both Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.